Hello everyone, how you all? I hope you all are doing well today. Today I'm here again with a new story. Not a story, but it's today we are going to talk about how to feel confident and think in English. How to feel confidence while speaking. If you are speaking English and talking to any person, so how to be confident, how to being confident in that situation, how to think in English while speaking. So we're going to discuss about that. If you haven't seen or haven't listened my previous podcast, please go and watch them, listen them. You will get a knowledge about different topics. So go and watch them. Okay, so how to feel confident while you're speaking. You're talking to someone, but you're focusing on grammar, fluency, and the sentence structure, sentence articulation, then you're doing something wrong. That will break your conversation. That will break your conversation if you're talking to someone, but you're thinking about grammar, you're thinking about English, not thinking in English. You should have to start. Don't think about English. Don't think about grammar while you're speaking. And don't think about the sentences. Oh my god. I did use that wrong sentence? Or did I use the right one? Oh, the sentence could be like that. But I spoke it wrong. And then your conversation will gonna break. Definitely. Don't focus on that. Just focus on the communication. What you want to communicate to people. What is your perspective of that topic? Whatever topic you're talking to, but what's your perspective into the conversation? But instead of focusing on that's not gonna help you. That's the wrong thing you are doing. Sentence correction is good. Focus on fluency is good. Focus on grammar is good. But it's not right thing to do while you are talking to someone. It will break your conversation. It will break your conversation. So please don't do that mistakes. Just focus on the communication. Just focus on the conversation because we are using that language to conversate with people, to talk with people, to initiate a conversation, to understand each other, to express our knowledge, feelings, emotions about the topic. Are you getting that? So that's the main thing that you need to understand. You have to understand that. Second thing is how to think in English. That needs lots of practice. You need to every time foster yourself to think in English. If you're walking at the on the street and there is a lots of things is running around you, people crossing that road, the vehicles are springing up one by one. Some people are fighting at the street. You are walking through the street. So there is a lot of scenarios. are running around you. You need to just foster yourself to analyze everything and say it into English language. Say that, oh, those two people are fighting together. Okay, look at the car, how safely it's going, how safely it's driving. So, like that, all these things you need to focus on, speak it in English language. So, I hope you guys are understand it. So, make things in English around you. All the things which is swirling around you, just see it as a knowledge that you need to get an idea and just start telling and expressing all these scenarios into English language. That would be very helpful for you. It's a superb thing to start thinking in English. It might be a typo of your practice, and that will help you to get the skill of thinking in English into your mind before speaking. If you're doing any kind of work, just start telling it, just start narrating it, and convert it into the story. That's the only thing. You need to be pounding of your actions. You need to be pounding in your actions until you not get honed your skills. You need to be pounding about and seeing all the scenarios which is swirling around you. Just speak that and noticing it. And all these things depends on the realization. As much as you will see those things as a knowledge, as an English, then you will realize that how that thing is helping me to start thinking about English, and that will become your tendency by the time, with the practice, with the repetition. That will be your tendency soon, and then your mind will tend and get used to it when you will start thinking in English instead of think about English. So my motive is that you to foster you, always encourage you towards your English learning goals. And thinking in English is that's the only option how to think in English. So you need to focus on the things which is running around you, these actions, and keep it in your mind and start telling it, start making a story about that, and just speak it without any further thinking about grammar, thinking about fluency, thinking about any other kind of things. Accent, you have no need to do that. Just focus on how I can foster myself to speak those things in English, and that will also help you to articulate these sentences correctly. If you are seeing these things like two people are fighting together, and one mediator uh, comes to resolve the issue, but those peoples starts shouting on the mediator, and the mediator is a peddler who is selling the vegetables. So you can create these scenarios to speak and arrange the sentences. And I think you all are know that. You all have to understand it. Gonna learn to arrange these sentences in a right direction. And then, what is accent? Accent is the replica of your speed of speaking. That's the thing. With the time, you will get, and the replica of the pronunciation, how you are pronunciating those words, and that will become your accent. Are you getting that? What is accent? Only thing that will comes with lots of practice. You need to foster yourself to do practice a lot if you want to get the accent. So you need to focus on pronunciation, you gotta focus on grammar, you gotta focus on sentence articulation, but that's all things wants more and more efforts. That's that these things are a grueling procedure. To learning any language, it's a grueling procedure. You need to put your efforts, you need to put your time. That's why it means a grueling process. Means something, if you are taking an action and something is very time taking and something is efforts demanding, then you need to, it means it's a grueling process. So keep in that mind, practice is the only key to learn any kind of language. Second thing is reading. Read a lot, as much as you can. You will get, and you will encounter the new words of English language first. Even if you're reading, then you will face these new words first time, and then you will focus on reading again and again and again and again, and then you will get used to it, those words, and you will get the meaning of that words, and you will go into the Google and you will translate that words, and then you will get the fluency. If I had, and sometimes maybe you think that if I had studied in my schools that language, so I would have learned it yet. Or if I had studied that language, so I would. Today we discussed about how to being, how should being confident while speaking, and second one is how to think in English. So if you have any queries, let me know, guys, in the comment section. But when you share things, it will be more, it will become a more clear to understand it without any leading a misunderstanding. And you, if you are not expressing your thoughts and your doubts, then you are not gonna get the proper resolution, because the front person never know what kind of things is running into your mind until you won't express that. The conversation not on the fluency, grammar, and your accent. Forget about it while speaking, especially while you are talking to some front person. So you should be focused on the topic, what he is talking about. And second thing, you should be focused on listening what the front person wanna say to you, because listening is the most important thing in any language. If you're not listening and paying an attention to the person, then how you will understand it, how you will get the idea about the topic, and how you will lead the conversation ahead. And that will create an annoying silence. So please get rid out of that things, and whatever things you're seeing around you, just speak it, try to speak it in English language. People are doing a run, the vehicles are springing up one back to another. The sky is little cloudy today. The sky is covered by the scatter clouds. So try to make this kind of sentences, and then you will get used to it, to think in English. So let's move some vocabulary portion. So embroidery, we discussed about it. Embroidery means to decorate clothes. Use pure and thread to decorate clothes and looking make him good looking. And next word is pounding. Pounding, it means intense and fast action. So you need to be pounding in your learning. You need to be take a pounding steps. And if we take an example about that, so pounding nails into the plank of the wood. So you have to use the hammer and turning it into the plank. I hope you guys are understood that. Swirling, it means around you. Swirling. There's a lots of people swirling around you if you have money. Fleeting means it's very that process is exist for a short amount of time. So fleeting. The crowd were waiting for the well to take a fleeting glimpse, to get a fleeting glimpse. Knuckled, it means the bent part of your fingers, and then you knocking on the door or on the glass. Then it means unknuckle, and unsoiled means keep and neat and clean clothes or the place without having any stains. Trample means crush something. During the excavation of for house, and the machines is gonna trample all these trees, and that would be harmful for environment. But people don't care about the environment, they just care about building their homes and infrastructure. And to stoved and staged something secretly and securely. You staged your money into the bank, means you deposited your money secretly and securely into the bank account. Next one is chill. Chill means the cold weather, the freezy weather. And right now it's the rainy season, and before a month ago it was a summer season, and it was a scorching summer. It was a scorching summer of all the years back as compare. And now it's the rainy season has arrived, and after 1 or 2 months we'll gonna experience the winter. Then we can use that word chill. Today's weather is quite chill, and now I have to wear some warm clothes. Roasted beans cooked something into the fire, and if some guests arrive at your home, you need to show some exceptional humility and hospitality with them. Someone is making an sarcastic comments on you, and then you will feel disrespectful. That's we called abasement, humiliation. So, time to go. So please do subscribe if you learn something and get something it, so you will get notification in future easily. And visit previous listening videos. There is a lots of stuff is there. Just practice that and hone your listening skills. That will be helpful for you. And I gotta go. If you have any comments, queries, and suggestions, I love to know. I love to hear about that, and I would definitely cover it in upcoming time. So keep the thing in your mind. So bye bye everyone. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Love you all.